Look, there's frost this morning. Hey cactus friends, it's Jenny from Cookies Cacti. And it is December 15th right now. And it has been getting cold at night in Chandler, Arizona. Like it's been in the 30s and there's actually frost forming in the morning. So it's been cold. And as far as overwintering, I pretty much have done a little bit, but not a lot. So everything in the ground is, of course, going to be left where they are. I think that on days where it will fall below freezing, I might throw, some frost cloth or just some old sheets onto maybe that lime tree. But I'm still deciding this year what to do. So I've done a little bit of overwintering. So on my shade house, if you remember, this used to be covered in shade cloth and it was 2 layers. So I removed 1 layer and then I replaced the outside with the original plastic cover that came with this greenhouse kit. Inside are all my seedlings that I've been showing for the past half year or so. The shade house is unheated, so they get the protection from the plastic covering, but that's about it. And when the sun comes out in the daytime, it does get really warm in there. And then when the sun goes away, obviously the heat dissipates and they have to endure the overnight low temperatures. But I checked on them last night. They're doing all right. And out here in my little shaded area, see, I left all of my desert rose outside. I did not move them in. I used to do that and I just decided I'm not going to this year just to see what would happen. But I thought that I would originally just leave the shade cloth up there as was. Then we got some rain and I chickened out and I replaced that shade cloth with this plastic tarp. It's a clear tarp actually. It's got a lot of condensation on it. They will not get rained on, but they will endure the full cold. And in terms of the pergola area, I have left everybody out here. It doesn't matter what genus or where they come from, even the South American cactus I have left out here. So this part of the pergola is just under the shade cloth. So when it rains, these plants will get wet. And I'm just going to leave it like that. And then on this side of the pergola, originally I was just going to not do anything and just have these plants go through winter exposed. Actually, the astrophytum I left out here last winter, let them get rained on, let them endure whatever nature was going to throw at them. Although they are sitting under the shade cloth, so they were protected from frost, for example. But I left them out here and they did great. But this year the new thing is the Ariocarpus that I'm leaving out here. Because last year all of these guys were inside the shade house because I didn't have all those seedlings. But this year I don't have space in the shade house. The seedlings are going to have to take priority over the mature plants. So I left these guys out here and I thought, I'm just going to risk it. I'm going to let them sit through winter under the shade cloth and see what happens. But then when the rain rolled in, I chickened out and I just put this same clear plastic tarp, kind of haphazardly, very ugly, but just put it here. And it did protect all the plants underneath from the rain. So maybe next winter I'll just not protect them at all with, no added plastic. We'll see. But one thing I am doing is that I am leaving a few of the Ariocarpus on this side of the pergola where they are not under the plastic tarp. So they do get rained on. You can actually see it's a little wet in there. And I just want to see what happens. These guys that are left over here who can get exposed to rain versus the ones over there that are protected from rain. So let's see what happens. And everything else, I'm leaving them as they are. Wish me luck. I think this Friday it will be going below freezing. So let's see what happens. Alright everyone, I will be back for more videos, so I will talk to you all soon. Take care. Bye-bye.